Right, hi guys, 84 King Martin here, just doing a video. This is for a friend, and this is the setups of the Cayo Perico Heist. So without further ado, let's get this started. I'm gonna let you guys know now, this is just for a friend, so it's not a how-to. Well, it's technically a how-to, but it's just a how-to for my good friend Billy Loomis. If you haven't already seen any of these videos, the link to his channel will be in the description of this video. Go check him out. He does live streams from time to time, different gameplays, things like COD, Fallout, Call of Duty, Gran Turismo. Really good guy, one of my favourite YouTube streamers. So yeah, if you haven't done so already, give him some love, check out his channel, and watch some of his videos and hit the bell and if you like his channel, subscribe to him and hit the notification bells for when he goes live. Mainly just check out his YouTube videos. Really good guy, Billy Loomis, link in the description. So this is a video for him, and this is just going to be the setups of the Cayo Perico Heist. I've already done a video on the actual heist finale for him, of how I do it, my method solo. So that video is also on the channel as well. Please don't leave hate comments on my video like, oh, this is crap, blah blah blah. Well, I do it definitely, because like I said, this is mainly for a friend, so just to help him out, because he helps me out quite a lot, and he's a good guy, so thought I'd just do this for him. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Right, so first of all, we're going to just call in our subs. So you do this by interaction menu, then you go to services, then you go down to request Casata. I've already got it. Then you can also request your Sparrow here when you're on the main roads in the city, so you can use your Sparrow to get back if you've got one with your sub. So what you want to do is just fly to the front of your sub and hover over this bit. Press right to enter. So what we're going to do now is just the initial setups, which is going to basically gathering an intel for Cayo Perico, then the weapon loadout, then the equipment, so things like plasma cutter, cutting torch, and fingerprint cloner, then the weapon loadout. These are relatively simple, which shouldn't take more than half an hour to do. And then they are relatively straightforward. So when you're in your sub, when you've landed back in your sub by your chopper, just go straight through this door, here, straight through this door to your heist board, and set up the Cayo Perico. It's 25k, so right D-pad, select yes. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is gather the intel. I'm guessing that you've already got past the initial heist now, so if you've got past the heist the first time on your own heist, you should be able to just do the setups again, which is just basically gathering intel, and the other ones are stated, which is going to be the equipment and the gun loadout and the approach vehicle. So the first thing we want to do before we can do anything else is start gathering intel. So press A to launch. Right, next thing you want to do, check on your map. So press start, press pause. Find out where the location of this gathering intel is. So for me it's right over the other side of the map. My submarine is right down over here. So we're going to want to move the sub. So you do this by going to this chair, right D-pad. Then it will come up with the options to say drive, fast travel, stand up. So we want to fast travel, so you want to hit square. Right, scroll down on the D-pad for all the locations and move your sub icon, which is the white sub, closest to the yellow dot. So keep doing this until you get that sub icon closest to this yellow blip. So for me it's going to be saying Jaski. When you've done that, just press A to confirm. It'll say, are you sure you want to move to this location? Confirm by pressing A again. This little cutscene will play. Right, when this cutscene's finishing playing, which is going to be about right about now, your sub should be moved closer to this location. So right D-pad to stand up out your chair, and we want to head all the way back through these doors, down here, back into where your Sparrow is, because I'm guessing you have a Sparrow in your submarine. If not, you can just exit out and just call in well, my cat stopped glitching out. If you haven't got a Sparrow, which I'm guessing you have, you can just call in a buzzard by your CEO, but I'm guessing you've already got one. Right trigger for exit in your Sparrow. Right, so now we're just going to fly to the closest to this yellow blip. Because obviously in some room we can't get all the way close to it. When you get there, you'll see a villain, a car and a couple of enemies, so we want to take all them out. Try not to hit the villain, because you can damage it. I've had it where it started smoking and I've had to just crash. I've had to restart the mission again. So lock onto that car, take that out. Take these enemies out. Land down. Take out the remaining enemy. Or enemies, depending on how many more survived. As you can see, we've got rid of all them. Nearly got killed because of another one around the corner of the plane that I didn't see till last minute. Right, when you took all the enemies out, you need to fly to the location, so check on the map before you start, and we're flying right down to where this yellow little blip is. So try to get this in the air, like around this area. Obviously now fly the plane, just pull back with your left analog stick, put your legs in by pressing left analog stick in. Then we're going to fly to this location down on the bottom of the map. This one, the submarine setup and the weapons can be the most tedious, and they can take a little bit of time. But the rest of them are usually, but after that, the rest of the setups are usually about 5 to 10 minutes each. So they look about half an hour to complete these. Right, when we finally reach this yellow dot area, it will trigger a cutscene which will show us being flown into Cayo Perico, the island. Then I will continue after we get there with what we've got to do next. Right, so we're nearing this yellow blip, so hopefully we should trigger the cutscene in any couple of seconds now. I'm doing these in a solo lobby, so the loading should be a lot faster. You can do these in a public session if you want to, but if you don't want to get griefed when you're doing this heist and the setups, just do it in an invite only lobby. So you just basically pause, exit off, leave GTA Online, wait till it goes back to story mode, select play online, and then you select solo public lobby, solo invite only lobby, sorry. Right, so now the cutscene's playing where we're landed in Cayo Perico. We'll go for a little mini pat down by the guard when we get here. Right, so I'm going to change out this shitty outfit. Put my original one back on hat on. Nice thing too. Right, so now we've gone for the pat down with the guard and all that shit. We're going to go into this hangar. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I always take the pictures anyway, just to be safe. And we're going to take the pictures of whatever stuff's down there, so you can see we look like we've got cash, so pull your phone up. Take the picture. Scroll down to paddle, press A. That'll send the picture. Take the other one if you want to, it's cash as well. Right, there's another one up the top there, you can scope if you want to, just climb up there. I don't know how to get into that one up top, it's just at the back behind that cage. But I'm not going to bother. Right, this white dot here is a guard. You can run right up to him and he ain't going to stop you and do fuck all, because we're only doing the scope out. You don't have to worry about that guard up there and the other guards when we're doing the actual heist. Or when you do the actual heist, which is what I've already done the video of. So yeah, we want to go into here and take some more photographs. So we've got Coke here, take a picture of this. And I think this is Coke as well. Right, this is Coke and we've got weed. So Coke is one of your best ones when you're doing this solo. So basically if you're doing it solo, the ones you need to get is Coke, which is your main one, the most valuable. Then weed, your second most valuable. Then cash, your third most valuable. Paintings, the least valuable, which is the ones you want to avoid. If you're doing this for two people, then it will be gold on top of the list, followed, gold on top of the list, but you only get gold if you're doing it with two people. Right, so once you scope all this out, jump onto this bike here. It'll give you a warning that those guards will spot you if you get too close. So basically we want a shortcut over this bit here, because this saves us a long walk on foot. So we're just going to go straight around here, follow all the way around till we get to this road. Then we're going to cut over to this bit of road, then we're going to go straight for this gate. Follow it down to the left, so around here. Straight for this gate. Then, because we're close to the guard on camera, we're going to jump off this bike. And the remaining bit of this we're doing on foot. So it's a little bit blurry on my camera because I can't on my screen because the device I'm using to capture. So basically, scroll around there as far to the right as you can. On this side of the wall, just keep hugging it. Keep an eye on this camera here and this guard on the far left. So I know she struggled with this bit last time, but it's fairly easy. So basically we're just going to do a timed run, so we want to go straight for that gate over there, then straight round to the left, to the right. So basically on the count of 3, so 1, 2, 3, we're just going to run like fuck. Straight for that gate. So we get to this bit, go down this little rock face. Ideally we only want to get caught once there, that's when we've done the hack at the tower. Right, so we want to wait here because the chances are that this guy will turn around any second. And what we're going to do is we're going to wait for him to turn around, and then we're going to peg it over this water when he's turned around again. So just go over here. Make sure you stay out of his cone of sight. He's actually on that tower, he's not on the ground. So when he's moved around, we're going to literally peg it round this bend here, right to the top. So now he's turned around, we're going to make a run for it. Just keep mashing A, just run all the way down this bank as quick as you can before he turns round. Right, that guard is facing to the left, to this direction, so obviously we can't go at the moment. We have to wait for him to turn around as we'll get seen. Right, now he's gone that way, we can continue over. Just be warned, sometimes in this bit of road there is a van car that can come around, so just be careful. So yeah, we want to head straight over here, hop this little railing, straight up this little bit of wall. This little bit of hill. Keep running all the way up. We initially had away the guards now, so we haven't got to really worry too much. And that tower thing there is where we're heading to. So just run, jump, run, jump, run, jump, all the way till you get to it. And we're at the tower. Right, so go for this little gate. Don't worry about them guards down there, they won't work their way up here. And we're looking for the signal box. So it's this thing directly ahead of us. Over there where I'm facing now. Usually this will spawn in different locations, so it'll either be down the bottom here, it will either spawn sometimes over here, or if it's not down either the bottom of these locations, it will be up this antenna, this pylon on either the first, second or third level, because it randomly generates where it will appear. But luckily for us it's right at the bottom, so when you get there press right D-pad to begin hacking it. All you've got to do is just like match a number combination up. Can't really explain it, but you'll get the gist of it. Just watch what I do. So I try to get the highest possible combination first. So 18, 28, 37. All you've got to do is just keep matching them up. Always make sure you start off with the highest number. As long as it's not above the target number you've got to get. Right, so you'll learn that as you get around to it. So now you've done that, just bring up the phone. Now we've got scan the basement for the primary target, which will be either tequila, the necklace, bombs, or the pink diamond. The pink diamond obviously being the most valuable, the tequila being the worst, and the necklace being the second worst, and the bombs being the second highest. Right, so scan for the basement. Right, so I've got tequila, which is the worst one. Never mind. So basically, when we exit out here, we're going to have to get the plasma cutter from the glass cabinet. Right, you can scan through all the other areas if you want, but if you're doing this solo, you don't really need to, unless you're going to do this with another person or persons. If you're doing it solo, you won't be able to get into these rooms, so it's up to you if you want to scan for them. If you don't, just press B to exit out. As stated in the heist, like again last time, I'll let you know again, paintings will half fill your bag, so even if you're doing it with plays, you don't really want to take paintings. They're the worst. If you're going to do this solo, you're going to want to go for weed and coke if you can get it. If not, just fill your bag up with plenty of money. Say I'm just doing this for the sheer sake of it, even though I don't need to, because I'm not going to be coming into these rooms. So because we've got a shift you take, it's just as well in some respects that I managed to source out coke and weed, because tequila is the worst. It is predominantly shit. Right, and when you're at the north gate, just press back to exit. Right. This is the only time you really want to get yourself caught by the guards when you're doing this scope, is when you've done all this. Simple reason, it saves you having to run all the way back to the airstrip. It's quicker just to get yourself caught and just let them throw you back onto the main airstrip. So when you've done that, just deliberately run to the site and just get yourself chucked back. You'll see a nice little cutscene where they smash the weapon into your chest, like that. And you get a VIP escort back to the airstrip. Right, so now we're done here. Just go back to the plane, right D-pad to exit, and head back to Los Santos. Now we're going to do the actual setup, which is going to be plasma cutter, cutting torch, fingerprint cloner, weapon loadout, and approach vehicle. Right, because my side is halfway across the map, I'm just going to return it back to storage. We'll get a nice little phone call from Paolo in a minute. When he rings, just hang up. because he's telling me a load of bullshit I don't need to hear. Oh, and my sub is already there. Even though I haven't resurfaced it, I haven't even returned it. Strange. Never mind, but it's side services, because that's then request to Sparrow. Yep, so he calls, just answer and hang off. Fly back to the sun. Right D-pad to enter. Right, so we're going to head back through here, back to the playing room. Just a nifty little thing I'm going to show you real quick. You can also get snacks inside your stuff, just in case you weren't aware. So basically you head down here. And go into the kitchen, if I can find it. And it's here. So you can get some supplies here if you need to get snacks. Just in case you didn't know. Right, so onward and upwards. So now we're going to do the next setup, which is going to be the approach vehicle. So the approach vehicle I use is submarine. Just going to say so, I'm not even going to pronounce that bloody half name of it. So we need to go to the Mailwork test site. Again, it's going to be right at the top. So we need to move the dear old submarine to the yellow bit. Closest to the yellow bit. So right D-pad to sit down. Square for you to fast travel. Select the locations nearest to the yellow bit. For me it's going to be Santiaski again. Confirm it, then press the X button. Alright, get out of the chair with right D-pad. We're going at the back here. And we're going to get in our sea sparrow. Exit out. So we're going to fly towards this yellow blip. Then we're going to take out a couple of boats and a Merriweather dozen. So while we're doing that, just snack up. Put some body armour on. We're going to need it when we get into the sun. Right, so now we've got there, we need to get rid of these boats. Right, when you've done that, just fly over this yellow circle and jump out of your sparrow. Don't worry about destroying it, because if you destroy it, it just reappears in your sub. Then you should be dived under the water, just head to this yellow blip on top of their sub to enter it. Right, and when we get inside, we're going to be looking for a sonar jammer. It'll either be at the front of the boat, the back of the boat, or in the control area. When you do this, I recommend using your assault shotgun. Keep to the edges as best as you can. Try to take them out before they see you. If you need more ammo, there's some in this box. Well, with 9,000 rounds, you should be fine. Yep. Take those enemies out, like I say, just use the same gun they're using, because they do use assault shotguns and they will fuck you up really quick. This box contains armor if you need more armor. Just shoot it to grab it. If the sonar jammer is not down this location, just keep moving forward, moving through the ship until you search the back and see if it's down there. Being careful as you go through, there'll be a guard for this door here, so just get to here quick as you can. Take him out. There'll be a guard here, take him out, and there'll be a chef taken out, and another guard coming up behind him. Take that guy out. You can go through here first to check to see if it's down this location, because it may well be in here. And as you can see here, it's all there, you can see it. So if you see where my little blip on where my target thing is on my gun, where it's just moving up and down now, about that there is the sonar jammer, where I'm pointing with the gun. So we haven't got to go marching all the way up to the top. If you need more health, there's some in this box. So go to the sonar jammer, press right D-pad to collect it. Now all we've got to do is just exit this submarine. So back the same way you came. Just keep your gun out as you're going back through, just in case they appear out of nowhere, so you don't get shot. If you get shot and killed, you will spawn outside the sub on the sea shot speedophile, and you'll have to come back, and you'll have to dive under and swim to the yellow entry point on the sub again to enter, which can be a pain in the butt. Right, so yeah, straight for this door. Go up this ladder. Then we're heading out of here, press right to exit on the D-pad. Right, while you're underwater, just call yourself a dinghy, so interaction menu, services, submarine services, then request dinghy. These helicopters won't really do much to you, they'll probably take pot shots at you. So just climb into the dinghy. Little bit of a tip, when you get to the dinghy, don't press X, just press Y, because you'll climb straight into the driver's seat. If you press X, then you'll just climb into the submarine and into the dinghy at any point, and then you've still got to press Y to get into the driver's seat. So when you approach your dinghy, just press the Y button, because then it will just clamp straight into the driver's seat. Bit pointless really, but I thought I would just point that out. Right, don't worry about these, just drive to the sub. Remember we're going in at the front, so this bit here, this part here is your front. Remember it's a bit like a whale. So this part is your front part, that bit there with the tail is also the back end. Right, D-pad to enter, then that setup done. So now we can do the next setup, which I will do as the weapon loadout. So let's do the next one, weapon loadout. So we're going to go for aggressor, which is the assault shotgun. This one, painfully, unfortunately, is the Merriweather HQ. So basically it means we've just got to trail a helicopter, Merriweather Valkyrie, to an Avenger location, wait for it to land, take out a load of guards, into the Avenger, kill the guards, get the weapons and fly back to the sub. It's a little bit daunting, this one, because if the Merriweather chopper flies slow, it's unbelievable. So yeah, obviously fast travel again, you should be familiar with how it works, how that is done now. I've explained it a couple of times, but just one more time. So right D-pad, when you get to the seat, sit down, square to fast travel, select your location, closest to the yellow blip, then just hit the X button to confirm it and travel. Right, the other weapon loadout one you'll get is the CEO office's one. So basically if you do that, you're going to be using your presser to fly to the building, because it's a little bit awkward to land a helicopter on, and all you do on that one is you just go straight up into the CEO office via the roof, enter the building, take out all the guards, try to open the gun locker, and fortunately you can't, so then you just do a little hack on a laptop, search for a number code, then it'll unlock the safe, then you just take the weapons out, exit the building onto the roof. If you get that one, always enter on the roof, then just fly away back to your submarine. But that's if you get the CO officer's one. Always enter on the roof, and always make sure you exit via the roof. Right, so now we've just got to trail this fucking helicopter all the way to where it's going to fly to when we get to the location. Whatever you do, do not take this helicopter out until it gets to the location. Until you trail it to where it's going to land. And if you take it out early, you will fail this mission and you'll have to restart it again. So there it is over there. Yeah, this thing flies painfully slow. So basically you don't even have to really press the RT button behind it. You just want to kind of glide behind him. While you're flying there, you can hear Pussy Music, or you can just listen to some Powell's bullshit talking. Entirely your preference. There's a bit of music playing, so I'm just going to quickly turn that off because last time I got a copyright strike on it, so I just want to make sure that's off out of the way. YouTube and their stupid rules. Yeah, so basically you can see how painfully slow this thing flies back. Because I'm not even trying to even chase it. I'm just literally just got my finger hovering over R2 to accelerate behind it. It's going that slow. This is the reason why I do not like this particular weapons loadout mission. You can see how far we've got to fly back because my sun is like right down here and this thing is going right to the top. Another pain in the arse feature is that you can't return the sub to storage while you're doing this mission because it just will not allow you to, so you literally just got to fly this thing all the way down the fucking map. Right, this thing should be landing, you can see the Avenger over there. Take all his guards down here, don't worry, it won't blow up the Avenger. Yeah, when he says that, then you can shoot one up. So just let it wreck on every fucking thing down here. Right, So you want to put this helicopter down the bottom. You're going to need this to make a rather lively getaway. Jump out, go around to here, set yourself on fireway right, yep. Right D-pad to enter. Take these guys out. Need to snack up. Because I've got to jump out and time I land I will be literally getting killed. So now we're collecting these weapons. Go to the back here, grab a parachute. Wait for him to shut the fuck up talking. Jump on the Avenger. So you want to get as close down to the ground as you can before you open the chute. Or kill yourself like I've just done. Have it land on a nice location like a roof so you've got to fly onto it. So for this I'm just going to literally call my pressman.
You're through to your garage. You need me to bring you a ride? I'll bring it to you.
Right, so I'm just going to wait for that to arrive. Press is over here. So I'm just going to literally fly out to this roof, because that's where it landed. Try and get rid of these dickheads at the same time. Now we've picked the bag up, we're going to just go literally straight back to our sub. Drop these off, the mission done. While I'm doing that, I'm just going to turn Sparrow back to storage, so that'll be via moonpool vehicles. So it's in there for when we start the next one, otherwise if I left it out where it is, it would not be in the submarine. But so don't worry about damaging your Sparrow, because if it blows up, it gets destroyed, you don't have to pay for it, just literally just get destroyed and it'll just respawn inside your sub. And you don't have to worry about paying insurance for any of that crap. Right, and that's the three most annoying setups done away with, the ones that take the longest to do. The other ones after this are literally 5 to 10 minute jobs, which should take you no longer than about, if you do it in 5 minutes, about 15 minutes to complete the next three. You may be thinking to yourself as well, if you get this one, like, oh really, this one's going to take this long, can't we just kill ourselves and just, on this mission, and just restart this one, so we get a different, so we get the other option to do the CEO building? No. Unfortunately that doesn't happen, because once it's randomly selected which one you're going to do, even if you die on this one, and you quit out of it and you restart it, it will still give you the same setup. So in case you're thinking of doing it that way to avoid doing this tedious Merriweather one, no, that won't happen. Once it's selected which one it's going to do for you, that is it. You can kill yourself a million times over, it will still give you the same setup. So like I say, unfortunately, in case you were wondering, these are all completely random. I mean, it's luck of the draw whether you get the office building ones. If you get the office building ones, then a lot more quicker to get done. So, right, now we've done these, we're going to do the next 3, which will take probably only 15 minutes to do. So it's equipment. So we need plasma cutter, fingerprint cloner, cutting torch. So we're going to do fingerprint plasma cutter next. So literally on this one, all we're going to literally do for the first part is fly to the first warehouse, take a picture, send it to Pavel, then we'll be using the oppressor to fly to the actual location of the robbery to get the plasma cutter. One small thing I forgot to do right there was move the sub. Never mind. But you can move relatively fast with this helicopter, so although in there we won't be using this, we'll be using the oppressor. Right, so one around here. Yeah, Pavel talks a lot of shit, but some of the things he says is pretty funny at the same point. Right, so we're going to go straight down into this warehouse. Straight around, straight over the wall. So all we're doing in here is just literally going to take a photograph. Has to be taken at a certain angle, as it just turn around and say send it to gallery or delete, so you've got to do it a certain way. So you want to stand roughly about around here, pull your phone up, camera, take it so it's about like that, press A button. If you've got it right, it will come up with the option to send to Pavel. Yep, so make sure it's like that, then send it to Pavel using X. Exit the warehouse, safe house, whatever you want to call it. Right. Climb over this wall. Let's call an alarm and press Mark 2. While we do that, we'll just return the main ball vehicle back to storage, so you got submarine options and just return the moon pool vehicles to Casata. Or submarine, whatever you want to call it. I believe that might be a Russian way of saying it. Casata, I'm not sure. Right, so now he's given us the location where the robbery is, we've just got to literally fly down the oppressor. So they will appear in 2 locations. It'll either appear down the alleyway where you do the turbine mission, window shopping, whatever it's called, or it will appear right down here near the Del Perro. just on this strip off the Depero. As you can see, look how fast they spawn in these, which is why I've gone for the option of using the submarine, the terabyte, the oppressor. Because no quicker than I'm there, they're already spawning behind me. So it's more likely I am going to get probably fucking killed here. There's so many bastards around there wanting to shoot me up because they spawn in so fucking quick. Right, do your best to get rid of them. Then just try and fly out as fast as you can back to your sub. Like I say, they do spawn in at a ridiculous pace. So yeah, the oppressor is probably the best option for getting rid of them quick. Because you really just want to try and take one of them out and like just get in and out as fast as you can. Else you'll just be there all fucking day taking them out. Because they just will invariably respawn back. So don't really piss around with them, to be fair. Because you're just wasting ammo, you don't get RP for killing them. And eventually they will fuck you up. Well, when we get back here, I'm going to move the sub so it's a little bit more closer to to the city, so I don't have to fly out all the way down here all the time. Because it's a little far off, so turn that to storage. So that's that one done. Plasma car, so we have two left. Which is cutting torch and the fingerprint cleaner. So we're gonna just quickly move this up. So we're going to move it to the Spooky Beach. So I haven't got so far to travel out of it. Yeah, try and keep yourself as close to where you're working in, so that way you haven't got to literally fly back miles. The only reason it was stuck right down there is because of the Merriweather mission to the guns. Right, now we've done that, we'll commence. So we're doing the next equipment setup, which is going to be the fingerprint cloner. So this is just a case of fly to a warehouse, kill some guards inside, do a scrolling word scrambler to unlock the location of where the actual card is, then go to the second location, take some cameras out on the wall, and just literally pick the car up and walk out. So just land here. Don't worry about these cameras on the wall. Whatever distance you get, however close you get to them, they're still going to see you. These first ones I've tried shooting them out from this distance right here, and they're still seeing me, so don't worry too much about these first set of cameras. Right, take these guys out quick. Because they're using like soul shotguns as well. Won't do how to hack this, it's just a strongly scrambler word thing you've got to do. So if you've done the Los Santos connection mission before, you should be familiar with this. Right, now we've done that, we're exiting out. Go back to our trusty little Sparrow. Fly to the second yellow bit. Right, it's right down here, Del Perro, so it's not too far from our suburbs actually. All we've got to do on this one is literally just take the security cameras out of the wall, walk into the building, go right to the back, search the area to find the key card, which should be at the back, then just literally grab that and then run straight out, take it back. So easy. Done in about 5-10 minutes. So yeah, get your gun out of your choice, take the cameras out, it'll literally lock onto them for you. You just park, target them, shoot them straight in. And we're going right to the back. And it was usually will be right down the bottom there. There it is, we picked it up. See how easy that is, it's so simple. It's so easy, a fucking 5-year-old could do them. In my opinion, they're easier than some of the missions in the game. They're easier than the initial introduction missions you get when you first start on GTA to me. Right, done that, so now all we gotta do is just fly back to our sub. Land inside, and then we've got the last one to do, which is the torch, which is another very easy one. And our sub is just literally feet away. spin around. Right D-pad to enter in. Heist setup complete. One more to do, let's crack on with it, that is the cutting torch. Then we are literally done with all our heist setups. So equipment, so we just need this last one, cutting torch. Then when we've done this, I shall end the video. So again, there's two ways you can do this. You can just go in and just literally let rip on everyone like Rambo and just kill all the enemies, which is just security guards, or you can go stealthily, find yourself a hat, blend in and just take it without being even noticed. So I'm just going to do the aggressive approach. So it will be... No, it's not that one, it's this one down here. I think there's two where there's two buildings. So it's this one here. Right, land your helicopter just about around here. Because you're going to want to get out quick, because you can have enemies again spawning in faster than you can probably get away when you get the item. Just get your gun out just in case there's a few remnants still left in there. So all we're doing is we're looking for toolboxes until we find a blue cutting torch inside them. These toolboxes are indicated by these green flashing arrows. So you just go around the edge of the building site until you find toolboxes got it in. It's not in that one. It's not in that one either. It's not in that one. Yeah, just go around the outside, work your way in, because the toolboxes are usually thing. It's this one here, so the blue thing there, that's the cutting torch. Right D-pad to pick it up. Don't know if you've got a gun which has got explosive on it, but if you have, just use your grenade launcher. I need to fill one up with some ammo. As you can see, we now have enemies joining in. So just literally run back to your Sparrow as fast as you can and just get out as quick as you can so you don't get killed. Seems as though I've tricked them a bit because they're all spawned right down the bottom, which is good. These are out of the way, they're not close to me where they're moving in on me, but I'm away from them. Right, so jump into the Sparrow, fly back. And there you have it, Einstein. That is the very last setup done. Took probably just over 40 minutes maybe, because of the Merryweather one and the sub and the scope out. Once you've done that, you're ready to launch your heist. That's per se, I have done you a video for how to do the heist solo, so once you've done all these setups and for this one, just go quickly check out my other video, which is about 20 minutes long, and watch how I do it solo, so then you've got the idea of how to do it solo on your own. Then just keep practicing it, these setups and heist, and then you should in no time at all master these. Right, once you've done that, go to your board, and then if it looks anything like that, where it says mandatory preps completed, then you're ready to launch the heist. Like I said, check out my other video which I've done for you, which I just done to show you how I do the heist solo. It's not exactly the quickest method, but it's better to take your time, especially if you're new to doing it on your own. And yeah, I hope you have some fun with it, watching this video and watching how I do the heist solo. And I hope also you can do it successfully on your own from now onwards. Anyway, cheers for checking this video out. I've enjoyed making it for you, Billy, and I hope to see you again soon, mate. And I'll catch you again either on Discord, or I will see you on your next live stream, mate. And this is 84 King Martin saying peace and thank you for watching.